What's going on, everyone? We're back with episode 6 of the Let's Play World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore the Human Paladin. So it's been a couple weeks since I've been in. I know, I apologize. It has not been my intention, but a couple things have come up. But now we're back, and we're looking for some excitement here. So we've got a couple quests here to take down some Rockjaw Trogs, and we're going to make this happen, and we'll hang out and we'll have some fun while we're doing so. So we are following the Rested XP guide, which is a very solid guide. Great for kind of taking us through, avoiding too many dangerous quests, but kind of easily pushing us through the questing experience, which I find to be very enjoyable. I have a couple links down below if you want to check out Rested XP, please do. But yeah, right now we just have to set out and kill a bunch of trogs, and honestly remember how to play the character. It's been a couple weeks, and again, I apologize. I do want to ask, for those of you who've been hanging around for this, do you think it's worth continuing to push on the Paladin, or do we maybe want to start a new reroll since it's been so long? How do you guys feel? What would interest you the most? If you want to see a reroll, let me know in the comments what class, race you want to see, Alliance or Horde. Or if you want to keep seeing the Paladin, go ahead and write Paladin down in the comments. Ooh, baby! What did we just get? A big fat shield. Wow. You'd definitely like to see this. I need bags so badly. You wouldn't even believe it. So let's keep pushing here and see what we're in for. You never quite know when you come into a tunnel like this, if it's going to be safe, if it's going to be dangerous, if it's going to be the end of you. But alas, here we are, on Immerse. So I had a good old-fashioned LAN session this weekend with a couple of buddies. And I don't know if you guys have done a LAN session in a while, but man, it was awesome. It had been years since I'd participated in a LAN sesh. But we got all the boys together, 4 of us. We ran a hardcore push. It was a ton of fun. Really brought me back to the good old days. I have to be honest, I'm a little nervous in here. Like, can I take 2? This seems very, very risky. I'm gonna stun 1. We'll go back in on this fella. Bash him. Shouldn't be a problem, actually, as a paladin. We seem to have the capability to deal damage. Nice. And we'll just toss ourselves a heal. Paladins really are a good, solid class choice for hardcore, I think. But you run into issues in a place like this because you can kind of just get crushed. It surprises me a little bit that the Paladin gets lay on hands so early. I didn't realize that. We're certainly killing these with ease, but I think we're probably a little bit of a high level for some of these things. We're actually towards the end of this guide. We'll be pressing on to a new area soon, which is exciting. Probably down to Elwyn, and maybe Westfall, which I do love Westfall. So that'd be kind of a nice part of the Let's Play here. Maybe we can get ourselves out of this zone. We don't have too many. We basically do these quests. We do a couple more, and then we head for Loch Modan. They actually want us to do first. Let me know, guys, down in the comments what your favorite questing zone is in Azeroth. It's a tough call for me. I do love Westfall. It just feels super nostalgic to me. Recently, in some of these playthroughs, I've been going to Loch Modan, which is something I didn't do initially, finding that to be a really aesthetically pleasing zone. Also, some nice questing there. I enjoy the actual quests. So that's been kind of fun to experience. These trogs are an interesting looking creature. We just need a couple more respawns so we can really take these things down. Here we go, a skull thumper. This will be my last skull thumper. We're gonna need a bunch of bone snappers. I kind of think Seal of the Crusader might be what I want to pop. Now this, I'm gonna definitely need. That's fantastic. The Warrior's Tunic, a really huge upgrade. I don't need Skull Thumpers, I just need Bone Snappers. Let's see if we can get lucky. Find a couple of Bone Snappers. Seems that everybody needs the Bone Snappers. I'm definitely dealing damage. This two-hand mace I have is no joke. Got a Skull Thumper on me. I'll kill it for experience. Have I started my spec yet? I can't even recall. Yeah, going into ret. Alright, we need to find a couple more Bone Snappers. I, for some reason, aggroed this fella. There we go. Let's get him. Oh, just got a tag off. That's half the battle in WoW Classic. In these hardcore servers, there's so many people that actually getting tags is kind of part of the challenge, I would say. Oh, here's one we can get. Nice to have to be a class that has an instant cast. So, for example, Paladins with their Judgment, Druids with Moonfire, mages with Fire Blast, things like that can get tagged instantly. Things that are close to that, something like Arcane Shot on a Hunter, the problem is it's not quite instant because you have to wait for the arrow to travel. A couple others have things like that, like Curse of Agony on the Warlock, instant cast, but doesn't actually do damage for the first couple seconds. Same with Shadow Word Pain on a Priest. So in hardcore, it's a little bit more challenging to get tags on those classes, and then even worse than that is something that's just melee. So something like a warrior, of course you have charge, but that takes time to get to the enemy. So some classes just aren't built for getting tags, whereas some are, and Paladin is one that is, which is very nice in this situation. I've got a couple on me, so I'm actually going to stun and run, as they say. And we will make our way right up top. I think there's a faster way back here, but we'll just go the normal route. And we'll just take in the ambience and sound of Morogh. Morogh I'm torn on. I find it to be a really nice place, and that at the same time I'm like, it's very just whitewashed with the snow.
Hopefully we can take advantage of it and move some mountaineers in to secure the area. Then we can begin to restore our infrastructure.
I will say it's incredibly satisfying to finish up one of these on the.
Well, that makes me feel a little better.
Finish up a guy and move on to the next.
They're all dead.
Let's see, sell and repair. What do we have to sell? Rough stone I've been hanging on to. Do I hang on to the shield? I kind of think I should. I just have too much stuff and not enough bags. I need to buy bags is my problem. Okay, so we're headed all the way east towards Loch Modan. So let's make a run. We'll chat a little bit as we go and hopefully find a couple copper veins, because I'm liking the trajectory I've got going here of mining and blacksmithing. So to kind of change the subject slightly as we're walking, we can chat a little here. I recently started playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Fantastic game, really enjoying it. I never completed Breath of the Wild, but I am finding Tears of the Kingdom to be a ton of fun. I will say, as a caveat, I'm only about 2 hours into the game, but so far it's been a really good time. I'm really curious to see if my long hiatus from this character is going to make you guys want me to keep pushing on the Paladin, or just start fresh, reroll as something totally different. I can get behind either. I'm okay with either. I want to get back to creating these episodes more often. I'm creating different kinds of these episodes, so would love to know what you guys think, and want to go with what the audience wants. I don't want to necessarily put my personal feeling into it, because I am happy either way. I'm just having fun hanging out with you guys, playing the game, enjoying the immersion experience. But definitely want your input, so we'll go with whatever gets the higher vote, whatever I see more comments for, either Paladin or some combination of other class, race, and faction, of course. Alright, we're looking for the Lost Pilot, Pilot Hammerfoot. And we'll see if I can take down Mangeclaw by myself. I believe he's a little bit of a higher level, so that could be risky. But we like to live dangerously, don't we? And we'll just take in that ambience as we run. Maybe tell a joke for those who are hanging tight.
So, an orc walks into a bar with a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, "Hey, where'd you get that?" The parrot says, "Duratar, they got them all over the place."
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. And the Lost Pilot quest. Let's see what we're in for here.
My friend and fellow siege engine pilot, Maury Hildelf, is lost in the hills. We were looking for a rare ore that's needed for a high-grade blast powder, and during our search he drove his engine up a steep hill and busted it. Still convinced that ore was in these mountains, Hildelf charged me to guard our engines while he continued on foot, searching. It's been days, and I've heard some beastly growls in the hills at night. Maury's tough as nails, but I'm worried. Please, adventurer, find him.
Oh man, the poor guy get lost. Oh no. Oh my god, talk about tragedy. This is like gruesome right here. Here's the corpse of a dwarf, mauled, frozen, and picked clean by mountain scavengers. Clutched in its hand is a book containing the roughly scribbled notes of Maury Hildelf, and around its frame still, in superior condition, is a brigadier's vest. This grisly scene must have been where the siege engine pilot met his end. Hildelf wrote in his journal that he was attacked by Mangeclaw, a huge iceclaw bear. He drove off the beast, but not before it mauled him savagely. Judging from the state of Hildelf's body, Mangeclaw must have later returned and killed him. However, Hildelf wrote in his journal his one final wish: revenge against Mangeclaw. We actually get a worse mace, which is interesting. Wow, a lot of mobs, so we're gonna have to get lucky here, but that's why it's good to be a paladin. Let's see if we can build a macro and get a tag. If we can't, it may be worth skipping. So let's see. Immerse, we're gonna wanna target Mange Claw. And we'll see if we can get him. We have a lot of people here. We've got other paladins and mages, so the chances of getting this... Hey, I know you're late to the party, so I figured I'd let you in on what's happening. I'm gonna tame this beast, so step aside. Huh. We might have to stand here for a minute to hopefully get the tag. But I don't know what the respawn timer is. Maybe 1 to 2 minutes, I'd say. For those of you who've been hanging around in these Let's Plays, you've seen a lot of times where I've had to do this type of thing And luckily with the Paladin, I have a better chance of getting it, but there's a lot of other instant casters here, so we may just, if we don't get it, have to skip, unfortunately. But it's really too bad. Sort of got to get lucky with your macro that you are the one that gets the nice, I actually did get it. That's great. Okay. Really great work there. Somehow we managed to get it. So good macro work, and we will press on. And sadly, we have to report back and tell our friend that his friend did not do well, which is really sad. Really, really sad. Okay, a little copper vein here, I believe, which is nice to keep up with. Hiding up the hill. I do enjoy sort of the pacing of this Let's Play, because there's something nice about taking it slow, taking the time to get the copper veins, taking the time to read and take in the quest storylines, and just soaking in the environment. I don't do that often when I play this game. And it's really nice too. Can we actually read the journal? We can. It's very long, but it's so sad. You see sort of his final bits here.
What's on your mind?
This is grim news, for Hildelf was a good
Now, the
friend.
compact hammer is good, but it's just not
going
going to be...
Thank you,
It's not going to be enough.
Your deed will be remembered by the pilots of the Ironforge Siege Brigade.
Okay, so next we are going to go through the tunnel to Loch Modan, and we will be starting the Loch Modan portion of this, which is 11 to 13, followed by Westfall 13 to 15. So let's see what Loch Modan has in store for us. Nice, so there we are. We switched over to the 11 to 13 guide here. So you see how well Rested XP kind of just takes us along. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's really fun for the questing experience. And it feels so satisfying to just check these boxes, you know? Okay, so we're gonna start by vendoring and repairing. Unfortunately, I don't have much to vendor. Wait a minute. This is a one-hand, so we actually could go... Interesting. We could go one hand with the shield offhand, but we'll wait. I do know that down in town here, I can buy 6 slot bags, but they are 5 silver. Might be worth it to grab. Where is my... Turns to the Stormwind City. That could be good to keep. Alright, we have a quest turn in here.
You got my attention.
Aha! So Grimman finally finished my axe. I can't wait to try it against some trogs and kobolds. Many thanks, adventurer. It was a long distance to travel for this delivery.
I didn't realize this quest I'm bringing him an axe. That's very cool.
The Silver
Filthy
Stream mine to the
Paws.
east ran dry long ago. It was converted by the Miners' League into a storage depot, but now kobolds have moved in, putting their filthy paws on good dwarven tools. We'll root out those vermin soon enough, but the League wants someone to get their gear out of the mine before we warriors tromp in there and break things. It'll be a tough delve. You might want cohorts at your side. The gear is stored in Miners' League
I can
crates
maybe
throughout
solo
the
it, but
mine.
it could be risky.
Good luck. There is a dwarven armorsmith whose work I admire greatly. His name is Furin Longbeard, and his skill is unmatched. I
This
need
guy
a new
just needs a
shield,
lot of
and
gear,
I must
huh?
have one of his. The problem is, Furin is far to the south in the dwarven district within Stormwind.
Just wants me to
in
keep going to
Humanlands.
Stormwind for him?
I can't imagine why he would live there so far from Ironforge. The humans must pay him a king's ransom to keep him there. So if you want to travel and don't mind making some money, then will you send Furin my request for a shield?
It's interesting. I never really read that quest about the Stormpike's order. I didn't realize you're just bringing this guy, Mountaineer Stormpike, a ton of gear in Loch Modan, and you're traveling from Stormwind. over and over. It's a little bit wild, actually. So we ventured to Loch Modan. I might grab a quick screenshot here. I think this is kind of pretty in a way. Get ourselves a nice looking screenshot. And we'll go right there. Beautiful. We'll keep the run. We'll see if that ends up being the one I like. While I'm making this... Oh, you know what? I can take down a couple mobs while we're running. Got him. Got him good. So this is one of those quests where you need to just kill a ton of things for loot. And I don't even have the bag space for it. Which is really unfortunate. So I definitely am gonna have to go grab some bags down in town. I think I want to stick with the two-hand mace. Whoop. Hold on. My desk chair was all messed up. Apologies for that. I don't... Sorry about that, not so immersive. Wow, the severing axe of the boar. Oh, save all chunks of boar meat. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to go buy bags, no question here. This is one of those quests where the loot chance is just not very high, which is always a little bit of a bummer. You only need 3 from each thing, but it takes a while. So we'll get down to town. I do still have the bag of marbles, which I want to hang on to. I just always forget to use it. I love the look of Thelsamar here. I think it's a really cool... I actually think all of Loch Modan is a really cool environment. I want to see if we can get a nice angle out here, and we'll grab the flight path too for an angle for a thumbnail. Something about this little village down here, it's like I would love to check it out. It reminds me of sort of Hobbiton-esque, the Shire. These underground homes. It's really cool.
Mark my words, you won't find
Okay,
faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms than the ones right here in Thelsamar.
Yeah, so we'll just pick up a bunch of quests. Vidra Hearthstove, the Stout Lager Inn. Let's see where she is. Right down here.
There's never a shortage of empty bellies here in Thelsamar. Kids running in and out.
Okay,
Workers from the
have the quest.
excavation
Abandon
coming in after a
Stormpike's
hard
order.
day's work. We're famous for our
Sure,
blood
can
sausages.
do.
I don't suppose you've ever tried them.
Buy 1 to 2
No?
6-slot bags. Nice. It's actually
Here,
in the
you gotta
guide.
work for your meals. And don't think just because you're a fancy
1,
adventurer,
2.
you'll be any exception.
Can I buy more?
I'll need bear meat,
I definitely
boar
can.
intestines for the casings, and spider ichor for
Yeah,
spice.
let's do that. Okay.
You get me some of those and leave the cooking to
Because I
Vid.
think the gold that I'll be able to get will end up paying
Keep
for
your
itself.
feet on the
It
ground.
also says buy food and water. Try to have 40 level 5. I'm gonna actually
Welcome.
not do that. Try to get by without it. Because I'm gonna do enough melee damage. I don't think I'll need it. Find Cadril. He patrols. Okay, I believe he's up here. Is this kind of a cool angle for a... Is this actually a better angle for... I do kind of like this. No, I think I liked our first one better. Where is Cadril? He's patrolling somewhere. Along the Thelsamar Road. See, don't these little buildings look so cozy and cool? I don't know, there's something about it I just love. I think it's really fantastic. I Unless this is a nice thumbnail here. Something sort of pretty about this, you know? I don't know. I can't decide. I just need to find Cadril, and here he is. We're playing the long game here. We're having fun with it.
Welcome to
Okay,
Thelsamar,
rat
your
catching
home away from home in Loch Modan.
and Mountaineer
Thelsamar is a
Stormpike's
nice place,
task.
but it's not all beer and salted meat for those who answer the call to duty.
Grind mobs for
if
bear
you're willing to
intestines,
face danger in the
etc.,
name
and
of
we're
the
gonna head
Alliance, then
north.
read the poster outside the Thelsamar branch of the Explorers League. We have a real infestation problem to the west. Tunnel rat kobolds have moved into the foothills, setting up dens and fouling our land with their filth.
Oh,
we want
jeez.
them eliminated. Hunt them. Bring me their ears and earn their bounty.
Seems like Loch Modan is just getting overrun by trogs, kobolds, all these things.
I hear Mountaineer Stormpike is looking for a runner.
then
Someone
this
to do
is-
a little travelling for him. How about it? Are you the person for the
Seems
job?
like Mountaineer Stormpike
if so, then
wants-
you'll find Stormpike at the top of the Northern Guard Tower.
He wants everyone to do his work for him. I mean, I guess he's probably got to hold his post, but come on, man. Spread the wealth a little bit. Go to the entrance of the cave whilst killing rats. Can do. I see some rats right here. Alright, we'll take down some rats while we're traveling. These are about level 10, so we should be able to hang tight. How many do I need to kill? I need 12 tunnel rat ears, so at least 12. But I'm sure it's not 100% drop rate. Nice to not have to worry as much about bag space for a little while. Don't think I can take on this many, but let's give it a shot here. See if I can pull him. Pulled him with no issue. That's fantastic. See, what a lovely setting this is. I just, for some reason in Classic, really didn't come to Loch Modan much when I originally played the game, and then it was in 2019 Classic release that I came here and thought, wow, this is a really cool spot. I think it's fantastic, and really enjoyed it. A lot of people around too. I could probably make my way towards the head of the little mine up here, where I need to pick up a couple of those storage crates that were left in there. We'll see what that has to say. Now it does say, collect the crates. You'll find it in the cave. Be careful because this is very difficult at level 11. So let's be mighty cautious in doing this. Thickless. I'm gonna stay sort of towards the entrance here. I don't wanna hurt myself. Of course, there are a lot of people around, so that could be to our benefit. But my understanding is these spawn quite a bit. Okay, I just need to get the loot, really. There's a bunch of kind of boxes that will exist on the ground. And these are the miner supplies we're trying to retrieve from this cave without dying. And I think I can kind of peruse the perimeter here as they respawn. Nice, I can take him on. Let's see how I handle level 13, because this is borderline a little too powerful for me. But these crits with this mace are fantastic. It's really big damage. I don't think I'd be able to handle 2, so that would be a concern. So that is for sure something I want to be careful about. Okay, there's the loot I need, so let's down this fella. See, this is where we're going to be in some trouble. Is if I pull 2, and them being higher level than me, a situation. So, let's see. Can I down him without the Geomancer coming after me? Seemingly so. Uh-oh. I don't like this. There we go. Tunnel rat ear. Let's see if we can get back in there and take that loot. Ideally, nobody looted it. I'm gonna guess somebody did. Yeah, all these folks being in here. It's not ideal. Because I just want these without dying. There's another one over there. Hopefully we can get. Let's try this. Before he aggroes. He aggroed, but maybe nobody will come. Dodging and missing is not a good situation for me. Now this mace is actually decent speed. 2.7. Okay, let's... take this before she can. Okay, she was trying to take my loot, so we got a nice get there. And we only need 2 more of those, and then we can kind of take on the rats outside. I've only got 2 ears somehow, which is really not much. Now these guys scare me. These are casters. They deal pretty big damage. And if I pull a second, yeah, this is where things could get dangerous. This is where things could get real dangerous here, fellas. I might have to cast a pot, maybe a lay on hands. We're gonna pot here. If another one spawns, it could be the end of me. There's the loot I need. This fella's taking it. Don't love the people taking my loot. But hopefully that one spawns next. We are in a very precarious situation at our level right here. So I want to just be extra cautious about that situation. Here's the loot we're going to need. Let's get that. If I need to swap over to shield, that could be a situation that saves my life. So let's just be prepared for that. Okay, another guy here. I can get this for my final miner's gear. I can get out of this cave now and just stick to killing rats outside. So let's see if we can make an escape with minimal damage. Buff up our weapon a little bit. Okay, Geomancer. Let's try to take him without pulling more. Fire shield is fine. I don't need to. I don't deal fire damage, so that is fine. And we should be able to down here. Excellent. Some more tunnel rat ears. Let's get a heal off just to be cautious. Oh, a night elf. Alright, well executed. They actually don't want me to finish the ears yet. They want me to check a vendor for the green 2-hand mace he can sell. If it's up and you have enough money, buy it. Otherwise, grind money from kobolds here until you have enough. If the weapon isn't there by the time you have 80 silver, skip this step. Interesting. Okay, I'm intrigued by whatever this is. I didn't know there was a vendor up here. Oh, that's a ding. Nice. Let's see what we can spec into. I definitely need to be using Blessing of Might. Make sure I'm keeping that up. I wish there was like an alert, or there's probably an add-on, but some kind of alert so I could be aware when it's up. Purify that disease. Big hits. Yeah, so let's see what this vendor's all about. I didn't know. Surely it's going to cost more than I have. And this warrior may also be waiting for it. A random mace crafter up here. This is very cool. Let's see. He may be waiting for it.
You got my attention?
Green 2-hand mace, not there. Unfortunately. Let's see, Joe. I just want to check out this, because I always thought this was... Whoa, almost fell. So beautiful here. It really is. See if we can just get a cool little image. I don't know if we'll be able to drop back far enough, unfortunately. That's okay, though. Kill kobolds, loot them for their ears. Make sure to have 10 linen cloth saved for later that we don't want a vendor. Okay, didn't know that. Alright, we just have to get a bunch of ears now. And hopefully these should be dropping linen cloth too, which will work to our advantage. Warrior's gloves. Those I will use. That's an upgrade. Alright, gotta find a bunch more of these guys. The problem is all the people. You try to get tags and these guys are here. Big damage. Big damage on the vermin. Come on. Very frustrating when you don't get the loot you need. Alright, getting some linen cloth, but not getting the ears. Might's up. Gotta be more of these rascals around here. Or maybe not. Ooh, a level 48 here. Look at that. Ah, to see a mount when you're a low level. It's pretty incredible. I love the way that this Coldridge hammer hits. Get this tag, get the tag. Ah, rascal. Alright, I may have to call this right now. We put up a fantastic little push here. So I'm going to call it. When we get back, we're going to continue the hunt for the tunnel rat ears. Wow, I can't speak. And yeah, we'll go from there to continue our push on the human paladin. Again, if you stuck around this long, let me know. Go ahead and let me know if you want me to keep pushing on the paladin, or if you want me to roll something new. I'm sort of in a limbo right now because it's been such a long hiatus, so I'd love to get your thoughts and kind of figure out what the strategy might be. So definitely let me know, and we'll be back in the next episode.